Hello, this is Biblical Tarot, and I'm back with another video, and this is another card of the day. And today I pulled one card, and then I took the bottom card for the perspective of the card of the day. So the first card is the card of the day, which is the, the Knight of Cups. And this deck is called the New Mythic Tarot, which I've had for a long time, but I just never really used that much, but I'm starting to really love it. So this is the Knight of Cups, and he is the card of the day. And the person on the card is Perseus. And Perseus is a Greek myth. He's in a Greek myth. And I thought it was pretty cool because Perseus, he killed Medusa, and he saved and married an Ethiopian princess named, her name was Andromeda or something like that. Andromeda. But I thought that was pretty interesting. So the card rules 21 degrees of Libra to 20 degrees Scorpio, which is air of water. Okay. And this is the Knight of Cups, and he rides his horse and holds his cup for love. And if you read his myths, the stories that he's in, he's a savior of women. He saves his mother, he saves the Ethiopian princess, and he has a lot of bravery and very smart with wisdom. But he rides for conquest, which most Knight of Cups, they ride for conquest. And he is the lover, a great deal of passion. He cares for power, wisdom, and his own aims, being completely involved in an emotional situation or in an emotional sensation within or without. He he brings the pursuit of thoughts and fantasies, uh, f- deriving from the ego rather than the unconscious. Okay, it could be a man or a woman filled with dreams, visions, high expectations of life. Uh, we can even think of Galahad, Lancelot. He was quested for the Holy Grail. Uh, and of course, in my interpretation, the Holy Grail is nothing but love you share for the one that you are in love with. It's like you questing for the Holy Grail, you're questing for that love. So I see within the Knight of Cups a conquest. And that's success in mastering something difficult, the act of overcoming. It's a subduing the opposition by force, physical or moral possession gained by force. It can be seduction, sexual conquest, a seduction culminating in sexual intercourse. It's an act of winning love or sexual favor of someone, or it could be a forced submission to control someone. And I notice when I look at the name Perseus, it kind of reminds me of the word persuasion. I don't know why, but it does. And with persuasion, you persuade somebody to think or feel or do something that you want them to. And I think that that persuasion and that Perseus, it connects to the conquest. And I also see in the Knight of Cups, in all the knights, all four of the knights, I see them in Revelation. I think it's Revelation chapter 6, which goes with the knights, because the knights represent the Hebrew letter Va, which is equals number 6. But in Revelation 6, you have the four knights that ride out. You have the white rider, the red rider, the pale rider, and the black rider. And I believe they all represent the four riders in the tarot deck. And I believe the first rider is the Knight of Cups. It's the white rider, and he rides for conquest. and he has a bow, and he goes all over the world and conquers. And I think it's more of like a conquering of emotion to persuade somebody to believe something. So I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to bring that up. But I thought it was also interesting that in this picture you have a fish. And fish usually have to do with fertility and love. As you see in the Page of Cups on the Rider-Waite, the page is holding the cup with the fish in it. So, and also you can think of salmon going up a river. They're born in a river, and then they also return to that same spot, I think, when they die, if I'm not mistaken. But it all has to do with fertility and love. And if you look at the Empress in the Rider-Waite deck, she has the imprints of fish on her dress. You have to really look at it, though. One of my friends pointed that out to me. Robert, that's his name. He pointed that out to me, and I thought that was really interesting because the queen, or the Empress, she has that river in back of her that's like a fall. It's a river. It's a waterfall, I think, and it goes into a river. And when I seen those fish on her, the imprint of the fish on her dress, it made me think of the salmon, going back up the river where they were born at. So I just wanted to say that. But this is the Knight, and I'm going to show you the card that puts the Knight in perspective, which is the next card, and it is the Page of Pentacles. And on this card is the character Triptolemus, and he, in his story, he helped Demeter. Her name is Demeter, and she actually is on the Empress card in this deck. And she's like the fertility, the mother of the earth type of character, who had a daughter named Persephone. I'm having trouble saying these words, these names. I had to look them up. Persephone is her name, and she got taken by Hades, and Demeter went around looking for her because that was her daughter. And but Triptolemus was the one, the young boy was the one that noticed who Demeter was, and he gave her the information that she needed to get her daughter back. But it's the Page of Pentacles, it's Earth of Earth, and this page may be absorbed too much in one thing. Is missing the things around them because of a fixation on an emotion or situation. The page is also open to knowledge and taking risk. The page has tremendous potential. The page usually is a studier. They're the learner. The page brings messages of health, money, work, and study. The page holds the coin close to them. And that's where I get it's absorbed in something that this page really wants to keep close. And he's not willing to give him up. He or she, whatever you want the page to be, because it could be a page or a princess. And usually, because it's Earth of Earth, and that's two feminine elements together, Earth of Earth, it would be a princess. But in this deck, it's a boy, Triptolemus. So if I put those two cards together, I can see that somebody has love on their mind. They want to find love, or they want a love, and they're doing all they can do to persuade someone to give them love, or to subdue them into love. It's a conquest, and they're holding that conquest tight, and they don't want to let it go. And it's budding. It may be budding. The more that they keep it going, the longer they keep it going, the more it starts to bud and it starts to, how can we say, it starts to root. So this is my card of the day today, and I thank you for watching my card of the day again, if you are watching, and I thank you for supporting me. I really do, from the heart, because it really means a lot to me. So tomorrow we'll do another card of the day, and I will try to do a card of the day each day. So thank you. I love you. Have a good day. Bye.